Go live. 3, 2, 1. Are we live? Wow. Okay. Hello. We're live. Welcome to Moon Eagle Tai Chi. Sorry for the delay. I have been testing out my new sound system. So I'm still working a little bit to see how this all works. And unfortunately, the receiver looks almost exactly the same as the mic. So I had the receiver plugged on and I couldn't understand why there was no sound coming out. Once I realized that, I had to do some sound checks, make sure that we were able to hear what I was saying, and voila, we've got sound. So as you join the stream, please let me know, and let me know how the audio is, because this is a brand new mic system that I just purchased thanks to the generous donations and support from my Patreon followers. So super excited and stoked to finally have good mic systems again. I have videos planned for instructionals in the next few months now that I actually have good audio once more. So I didn't want to record any, instructionals because I already had some older ones and I was really disappointed with the audio in those. And as I'm moving forward, I'm trying to be a little bit more professional. And the best way to be, have a little bit more professional was to first, have better audio capture. So let me know what you think of the sound quality in this. I may still get like a lapel mic at some point and just have this as the receiver clipped and have that, because it just depends on how the sound pickup is. So I do have those options. That said, welcome to Moon Eagle Tai Chi. This is our monthly Tai Chi Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the month in general. Occasionally some things happen, I have to reschedule, but that's very, very seldom. So Tuesdays I found are great days to schedule things, because not many holidays fall on a Tuesday, not often anyway. So a couple things you may want to keep in mind, particularly, this goes for if you're new to the practice or you've been doing this for a very long time. And that is, if anything hurts, stop doing it, even if I tell you to. Number 2, if you feel like you're losing your balance, stop what you're doing, plant both feet firmly, grab a hold of something, preferably not another person. If you're feeling unsteady, you might want to have like a sturdy piece of furniture nearby that you can maybe grab and brace yourself on. And then the third thing is, don't compare yourself to anybody else, especially me, while you're doing this. It's, it can be challenging to learn from a video. It can also just, the forms can look different depending on your body type. So, you may be short-waisted, long-waisted, you have the proportion of your limbs to your torso and all that, all could make a movement seem very different visually when you're doing it. So the most important thing is that feeling of being balanced, of moving and flow, rather than how, the movement actually looks. So let's see if we've got anybody on yet. Not as of yet. Okay. Be interesting to see, because this is one I actually announced last week. I actually thought I had, but I didn't update yesterday. It's been, yesterday was Labor Day, so it's been busy. All right, so today, what we're going to do is we're going to do our standard warm-up. We're going to do some Qigong, and then we're going to sort of put together an earth form, a little mini form, This is something I'm still kind of workshopping, so it may change before I put an instructional out on it. But this is just kind of where we are. I've been trying to create different little mini Tai Chi forms for each of the 5 elements. And so Earth is the last one in the series. And we're right kind of in that middle in Qigong. It's kind of considered that space between summer and fall, where it's not quite one season or the other. So this would be the time of year for that. But you can practice Earth at any particular time. So that said, you may want to have some water close by so you can take sips. But so let's go ahead and get started with our workout. And again, because we'll be moving and tapping. Let me know how the sound quality is, because this is a brand new system. And we're going to, of course, always have to adjust the camera down, get some things out of frame. And let's go ahead and begin with our feet shoulder width apart. Have a slight bend in the knees. You want to gently line the pelvis, the sternum, and the forehead. As you breathe, you want to breathe in through the nose, down into the abdomen. Expand upwards through the chest, and then finally, out through the mouth. I do wish my Wi-Fi would extend out to the deck because the sun has just come out. It's a lovely day out. I would love to teach and stream from out there. Oh well. If you're fortunate in a place where your Wi-Fi will extend just for the playback, and you have space, I do encourage you to practice when you can outside. It is very, very good to have that natural exchange. So as we breathe in, first filling up the bottom of the lungs through the abdomen and up, and then you can use that ha sound, that fire breath, to sort of slow down, to change gears from your normal everyday, maybe you have a fast-paced day, and to start to slow down, turn inwards a bit. And now let's bring our hands to chest level. Relax the shoulders, open the chest. I'm always readjusting my stance in the moment. You might want to tuck the tailbone in slightly so you can sink your weight down through the feet, down into the ground, and then extend and lengthen the spine. Try to remain relaxed, but sort of posture, the posture is sort of vigilant yet relaxed. Try not to tense the shoulders up. Tilt the pinkies in towards your chest, so you're tilting the hands in, and tilt the thumbs gently away. Again, deep breaths in, down into the abdomen, expanding upwards. And then out. One of the things I like to do with the breath is, we've got lower dantian down here, middle dantian at the chest, and upper dantian up at the brow. So I try to breathe from the lower dantian, coming all the way up to upper dantian, and then releasing the breath as we stand, and bear embraces the tree. And now let's bring the hands up above, palms face up, shoulders wide, chest open. Keep the tailbone tucked in as you look up in between the palms. Now, if your neck is really stiff, you can, turn your head from side to side or just look forward. But if you can, try and look up and keep the chest open. And now go ahead and relax the hands back down. And let's take them an inch or two below our navel, the dantian, your center of gravity. So we're going to practice our basic weight shifts. We always do this at the beginning of class as a reminder for people who are coming back, but also as an instruction for people who may be just joining us for the very first time. So on the exhalation, you're going to roll dantian over to one side, making a shallow arc with the hips. As you inhale, you're going to roll back to the center, and now exhale, and roll to the other side. Inhale to the center, and now exhale to the side. So wherever dantian goes, your weight's going to follow. So as you come over to one side, this leg will sort of become heavier, and this leg on the other side becomes lighter. Inhale to the center and exhale to the side. It's really important that you use that slight arcing of the hips, and it really is, I might exaggerate a little bit just so you can see it, but it's just a slight, you know, coming out and then coming back as we come to one side. And that helps to keep stress off of your knees as you go from side to side. And now we're going to add a twist. So as you come to one side, you're going to turn from the waist, pivot on the heel, turn and look towards one side. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, shift over, turn from the waist, pivot on the heel, and now turn and look to the other side. Inhale as you come to the center. And exhale, come to the side and turn. It's really important that you shift your weight over completely before you start the turn. You don't want any weight on the leg that is turning. You want the heel to be like a ball bearing. I repeat this all the time because it's, I think, the best way to think about it. We're just sort of pivoting. If you feel like your heel is sticking, then you still have weight on that leg. And one of the benefits of practicing this out on maybe some grass is that if you find that you're murdering your grass, as you turn, it means that you still have weight on that leg. So you don't want to be pulling up the grass as you do your steps. And let's go ahead and come back to center. All right. Now let's bring the hands in front, curl your fingers over your thumbs, bend forward. And now as you inhale, open the chest. Drive the shoulder blades back. As you exhale, we're going to make a hissing sound as we curl back in. Inhale and open. And exhale. Curl back in. Inhale and open. Exhale. Curl back in. Inhale and open. And exhale. Curl back in. Now let's roll up back to center. Just take some deep breaths in and out. And now let's bring our arms out to our sides. Make an O with your fingers and your thumbs. Let your hands drop down and just start to turn from the waist. Let the arms swing freely. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. And let the turning of the waist generate the movement for you. So if you're feeling sluggish a lot or you have trouble moving in the day, this series that we're doing right now is a really great way to sort of get yourself up and moving, and get your vitality flowing, get blood flow into different areas. It also helps move around lymphatic tissue. So, you know, it can be very useful for that and have an energizing and stimulating effect. And now let's go ahead and come across the rib cage. And again, we're letting the turn of the waist sort of generate that momentum. So a lot of times it sounds loud, at least in my, like I'm really striking, but I'm not. It's just the way the hands sound when they hit against my rib cage here. And now we're going to go ahead and come across the chest. Let me know if this is too loud with the new mic. So we're hitting some lung points here. These are also stress points. So, you know, if we gasp a lot or hold our breath or tense, you know, we can hold in a lot of tension and we can, over time, make it more difficult for us to take truly deep, easy breaths in. So if you feel a lot of tension or tenderness at these points, I advise you to maybe go back later and sort of take your fingers and, gently but firmly, kind of do little circles underneath the collarbones and, kind of work some of that tension out. And now give yourselves a pat on the back. Oh, I can hear the dog upstairs. He's found something. Let me know if you can hear him over the mic. I'm interested to see how background noise is picked up. And now come back across the chest. Come back across the rib cage. And come back down to the hips and the tailbone. And we're going to slowly come to a stop. Wonderful. And now we're going to bend as we do. We're going to slap the inside of the thighs as we come up, tap the pelvis. And we really are tapping. If you're leaving a handprint, you're hitting too hard. Some days it's really hard to get motivated. And today I was actually, I was just tired, been tired. And I'm actually really happy to be doing this because it actually does get me moving as well. Not that I wouldn't be practicing today anyways, but this is definitely more structured than my home practice, which changes from day to day depending on what my body needs. One more time. All right, now let's lift one arm, take the other hand, and gently tap down from the armpit to the waist. And switch sides. All right, now let's feel for the collarbones, come just below and gently tap. We're tapping on endpoints for the kidney meridian here. And come now to the center of the sternum. Come just below the chest and then out to the sides. And now bring the hands in front. And just feel the tingling in the palms, up the arms, across the shoulders, down the spine, down through the legs. Bring your hands back to Dantian and breathe in. So we're almost done with the warm-up. We're going to do a balance movement here in a second. And so one of the things I forgot to remind people at the beginning is, do as much as you can comfortably do. Even if all you get through is the warm-up, that's still doing some good for your body. Like I said, we've moved lymphatic stuff around. We've done flushing to help things move. We've done some deep breathing, and we've worked on our posture and our stance. So now we're going to work on our balance. So today we're going to practice the golden rooster because that is going to be one of the movements in our form today. So we're going to shift our weight over to one side. As we inhale, we're going to raise the other arm and leg up. You want to stay upright through the spine. Keep that, tailbone pointed down, and don't crumple in or come off to the side. You really want to stay upright. Okay, we've held that way too long. Step down, shift over, inhale, and come up. So now I'm going to try and hold this one at about the same amount of time. But we're really engaging the legs, the core, and the back stabilizers. Step down, shift over, inhale, and come up. So Golden Rooster is a wonderful balance movement, and I never really thought of doing this because it always has been paired with Snake Creeps Down. But today I've untethered it from that, so it's just this movement. Once more to each side. And if you feel yourself wavering or, just try and re-straighten. Try and recenter. The trick to the balance movement is to first get dantian centered over the weighted leg and then lift up on the other side. And come back to center. All right, let's all take a sip of something. I'm going to check comments to see how we're doing with sound. All right. I keep hoping that my viewers in Europe will be here today. And that is just a lesson for me. Always remind people about in the stream, because people have busy lives. So today, we're going to do pressing up heaven, pressing down earth as our chi raiser. So this is a simplified version of another exercise called White Crane Presses Up Heaven, Presses Down Earth, and which is one of my favorite ones because it really does help unkink the back, really, and even up the neck, and works down the sciatic. So it's really great, but it is very difficult for a lot of people because there's a lot of twisting. So this is a simplified version. And you can even, if you have a stool, do this seated, with no back, no arms, and get some of the benefits from this. So we'll start with our left hand up above, palm face up over the head. You always want to have a slight bend in the elbow here and all the joints, and the right hand sort of mirroring that with the palm face down at the tailbone. Now as you exhale, you're going to press up and down, keeping a bend in the joints as you look up at the top hand. And now exhale, look forward as you circle the arms. And exhale, press up with the right and down with the left. Looking up at the top hand, keeping the tailbone tucked in. Inhale, circle the arms. And exhale, press up and down. Inhale, look forward as you circle the arms. And exhale, pressing up and down. Inhale, circling the arms. And exhale, press up and down. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, pressing up and down. Inhale, circle, and exhale. Press up and down. Inhale and circle. Exhale. Press up and down. So really, by actually keeping a bend, we actually deepen the stretch across the back. We increase the tension on those muscles and tendons. Pressing up and down. And again, using the fire breath really helps us to slow down, but also to release maybe some emotional tension that we've held in the body. And go ahead and come back to center. And that really kind of brought to mind like where I've got tension in my shoulders and also down near the sacrum. So it's a wonderful, simple exercise you can do. There's another version seated where you take one hand and you look up and you really press up while keeping that bend, and then you look down and then press down to the side. And then you release and you do the other side, of course. And keeping, that slight bend in both, but pressing up and down really ratchets that tension up, and then that release after you let those is really nice. And both of those, that and the circling, all come from white crane presses up heaven, presses down earth. So we're also going to do today tornado arms as our chi balancer today. So we're going to, and this is like everybody's least favorite because it's challenging, but it's really good for you. So the main thing I want you to remember is to keep the shoulders relaxed. And, maybe focus on this lower hand. So we're going to have one that's sort of palm face up, palm face down. So I've got this one, the lower hand's going to have the palm face up. The upper one's going to have palm face down. Now as we inhale, we're going to trace the outer circumference of the circle as we come towards the center line. Exhale as we come to one side, still tracing that circle, the hands turned over, and then we inhale, we circle back the other way. Inhaling towards the center, and then exhaling towards the side, turn over, inhale. Relax the shoulders, keep circling with both hands. Inhale. As you come towards the center line, draw the circle. And exhale to the side. Now you can add a weight shift with this, which I think makes this a little bit easier. So as you come to one side, you're going to turn from the waist and pivot on the heel. Inhale, come back. Shift over, turn from the waist, pivot on the heel. Try as much as possible to move your awareness down to that lower hand, down towards the waist. And that should hopefully help make it easier to keep your shoulders relaxed as you do this. This requires a lot of concentration, particularly initially as you are practicing this. So if you're finding this really challenging from a coordination perspective, know that there's a lot happening with the motor neurons. You actually have to build new pathways for new movements. And that's why, there's different types of intelligence, and kinesthetic intelligence can also help with other forms, help you, have a more organized mind, perhaps. Help you retain better. So there are a lot of studies that show, like walking outside is good for your mental acuity as well. So there are many ways to take care of your mind, and movement can be one of those ways. And I always like things that do double duty. So Tai Chi can be, simple physical health. It can also be useful for de-stressing, so it's good for mental health as well. It can also double as meditation, depending on how slow you and methodically you practice. So I always like activities that pay multiple dividends. And let's go ahead and come back to center. All right. Now let's go ahead and take a sip before we get started with our form practice today, our earth form. And I'm going to check to see if we have any comments or questions. Nope, we're good so far. And I'm checking audio levels too, still seem to be going around just fine. I'll be interested to see on the playback how it actually sounds. But I'm pretty sure it's better than just using my computer's internal mic. So, earth. So we're going to really have that nice, sturdy Wu Qi posture, we'll really sink and become part of the earth. And this is a skill that you develop over time, being able to really root. And it's very useful if you have a large dog like I do, who sometimes gets very excited if he's on lead and another dog runs up to him. So just watch for a moment. This is kind of where and again, this form is subject to change. And of course, I forgot to do something right there, but we'll go through it. So, as I said, it's still in the development process. So we'll start, again, in our Wu Qi posture, feet shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees, aligning the pelvis, the sternum, the forehead. As we inhale, we're going to come up just inside the groin and here. And when we get underneath the chest, we're going to, as we inhale, we come up. Exhale, we come down. So these palms come up as we inhale. And then turn over and then down. Now as you inhale, shift your weight to your left. Again, we're only going to do that once between each time, but I was just kind of getting you in that movement. So we'll start again. Inhale. Exhale. Come down. Now inhale, shift the weight to the left. Raise the right leg and the right arm for the golden rooster. And now as we exhale, we're going to come up the center line, lead with the elbows, strike out and kick out with that right leg. And then punch forward with the left as we exhale. And then roll back and punch forward with the right. So that's a double punch there. Now, we're going to inhale, turn that right leg in, come down right below the eye with the hand. And then again, we're going to draw up from the earth. And then press back down into the earth. And now inhale, shift the weight to the right. Lift the left leg up and come into golden rooster. Inhale. And exhale as we lead with the elbows, kick out. Punch forward with the right. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch forward with the left. Then inhale, turning the left leg in. Bring the hand right below that left eye and down the center line. And inhale, draw up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, shift the weight to the left. Inhale, raise up, come into golden rooster with the right leg and right arm. Remember to stay upright. And then exhale, come up the center line and step out. Exhale, punch forward with the left. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch forward with the right. Inhale, turn the right leg in, bring the left hand, and then come down right below the eye, the right eye. And then inhale, draw up the earth. Turn the hands down and exhale, sink down to the earth. Inhale, shift the weight to the right. Lift the left leg up in the left hand for golden rooster. And then from here, come out, leading with the elbows, kick out to the side, step to the left. And exhale as you roll forward, punch with the right. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, roll forward, punch with the left. And then inhale, turn the left leg in, bring the left hand down just below the eye level, and exhale, down. Inhale, draw up the earth. Exhale, press that earth down. Inhale, shift the weight to the left leg. Raise the right arm and right leg for the golden rooster. And then come up with both arms, kick out. Exhale, punch forward with the left as you roll forward. Inhale, roll back. And exhale, punch forward with the right. Inhale, turn in on the right. Right hand comes down, presses down the right side just below the eye. Then inhale, draw up the earth. Exhale, press that earth down. Inhale, shift the weight to the right. Lift the left leg and the left arm for the golden rooster. And then inhale, come up the center line and out with the elbows. Kick out. Roll forward, punch with the right. Roll back. Exhale. Punch forward with the left. Inhale. Shift over, turn in on the left. Exhale. Press down this left channel. Inhale, draw up from the earth. Exhale. Press down. And now inhale, shift to the left. Raise the right leg and the right hand for the golden rooster. Come up the side. Exhale. Roll forward, punch with the left. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch with the right. Inhale, shift back to the left, turn the right leg in. Exhale, press down the right channel of the body. Inhale, draw the earth up. Exhale, pack the earth down. Inhale, shift to the right. Raise the left leg and the left arm for the golden rooster. Then inhale, come up the center line and lead with the elbows, kick out. Exhale, roll forward, punch with the right. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch with the left. Inhale, shift to the right, turn the left leg forward, and exhale, Press down the left channel. Inhale. Draw the earth up. Exhale. Pack the earth back down. Inhale, shift the weight to the left. Raise the right leg and the right arm for the golden rooster. Now come up, lead with the elbows, kick out to the side. Punch forward with the left as you roll forward. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch forward with the right. Inhale, shift to the left, turn the right leg in, the right hand comes in. Exhale, press down the right channel. Inhale. Draw up the earth, exhale. Pack it back down. Inhale, shift the weight to the right. Come up into the golden rooster. Exhale. This is sort of the sunrise kick out. Exhale, roll forward, punch with the right. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch forward with the left. Now what's interesting, what's happening here is this, almost a circling punch is what's going on. So it's almost like we're doing tornado arms with our fist here. So just wanted to point that out. Inhale, shift to the right, turn the left leg forward. Exhale, press down the left channel of the body. And inhale, draw up the earth. Exhale, press the earth down. Inhale, shift to the left, come into the golden rooster. Exhale, the sun rises, kicks out. Exhale, roll forward, punch with the left. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch with the right. I call this the double punch, really. And inhale, shift back on the left, turn the right leg forward, exhale, and press down the right channel. Inhale, drawing up the earth. And exhale, packing down. Inhale, shift to the right, raise the left leg, come into the golden rooster. And exhale, kick out. Exhale, punch forward with the right. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch forward with the left for the double punch. Inhale, shift to the right, turn the left leg forward. Exhale, press the left hand down the left channel. Inhale, and let's draw up. And exhale, pack down. Inhale, shift to the left. Come into golden rooster on the right. Now come up the center line and exhale, kick out to the side for the sun rises. Exhale, punch forward with the left. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch forward with the right as you roll forward for the double punch. Inhale, shift back. Turn the right leg forward. Exhale, press down the right channel and inhale, draw up the earth. And exhale, pack the earth down. Inhale, shift to the right. Golden rooster on the left. The sun rises. Exhale. Roll forward, punch with the right. Inhale, roll back. Punch forward with the left. Inhale, shift back on the right. Bring the left leg forward. Exhale. Press down the left channel. Inhale. Draw up. Exhale. Pack down. Inhale, shift to the left. Raise the right leg, the golden rooster. Sunrise, kick out. Exhale, roll forward with the left punch. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, punch forward with the right, double punch. Inhale, shift over. Draw that right leg in. Exhale. Press down. Inhale. Draw up. Exhale. Pack down. Inhale. Shift over. Raise the left leg. And then exhale. Step out and punch forward with the right. Inhale, roll back. Exhale. Punch forward with the left for the double punch. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, press down the left channel. Inhale. Draw up and exhale. Pack down. So what I'm hoping you're feeling from this is this really sense of being drawing up and pressing down, having that really solid feeling of stance, and just this really, what we're trying to do with this form is really to bring the solidity of earth. Let's take a sip before we go through that, just as sort of a flow. And the other thing we're doing with this is that where we're pressing down, there are meridians that correspond to organ systems that are ruled by that particular element. So, the stomach meridian comes down below the eyes. The spleen meridian comes around here, which is this drawing and pressing down. So there are reasons for the movements that we're doing. So let's begin again. Feet shoulder width apart. Slight bend in the knees, gently align the pelvis, the sternum, and the forehead. Draw up the earth. Pack the earth back down. Come into the golden rooster on the right. And then sunrise and double punch. And draw across, press down the right channel. Golden rooster on the left. Sun rising, kick out. Double punch. Draw across. Press down the left channel. And then draw up the earth. Pack down. Golden rooster on the right. Sunrise and kick. Double punch. Come across. Press down the right channel. Draw up the earth. Pack the earth down. Golden rooster on the left. Sunrise and kick. Double punch. Draw across. Exhale. Press down the left channel and we'll close. Drawing up the earth. Packing the earth down. So let me know what you think about that mini form in the comments. I have other forms that I would thought, maybe the monkey bounces could do this, and it does similar things, but I like some of this. And also, this form works a little bit with your balance, as well as that sort of really stabilizing is what we're really hoping with this form, and also this idea of solidity and strength. All right, so we're going to begin our cool down. First, we're going to take a sip because I'm parched. And we'll just do some quick leg raises. The other thing is that sunrise kick comes out of the 5 elements form that I teach in one of my in-person classes. And it's a wonderful move. It's great in strengthening the leg to be up on one leg. And now let's open out to the side just a little bit. So we're opening up the hip. It's real easy for us to get tight in the hips if we're really stressed. Again, everything tightens up, but also from sitting. If we sit a lot at a computer, or if we have long commutes in the car, that can also lead to tightening through here. All right, now let's bring our hands to our lower back, and we're just going to circle the hips. And I do apologize for being a few minutes late on the stream. I need to take a Sharpie to my mic so that I can just look at it and say, oh, this is, the transmitter, this is the receiver. We're in reverse directions. I did that and I forgot to tell you that we did with the hips. Hopefully you caught that visually. All right. And now we're just going to take the arms, cross them, flex them back with the wrist, and then switch which arm is on top. So flex those wrists back. Kind of get a little stretch through there. All right, and now let's take our chins and draw a circle. And reverse directions go the other way. You'll probably hear a lot of crackling and popping through here. And that's all right. All right. And now circle the shoulders back. And then circle them forwards. And now lift them up and let them drop. And now shake the wrists forward. And turn them over. Come out to the sides. And now let's lean forward. Let the arms hang, let the neck hang, let gravity pull on you. Now place your hands on your shins. Turn your head to look at the ground in front of you. Walk your hands up your thighs to your hips. Keep looking at the ground as you bring the hips forward. Look down between your feet as you bring the torso up. And then slowly bring the head level. All right, you always want to come up in stages from that. to avoid a sudden drop in blood pressure. So we're going to finish this standing practice with silk sheets. As you inhale, let the arms rise on the breath. And exhale, let them slowly sink back down. All right, let's grab a chair and we'll finish up with a seated Qigong. So let's check to see if we've got any comments on the stream yet. Oh, we're good to go. All right, sweet. So, we've done a lot of drawing up, connecting with the earth. And so today we're going to do what I call the tree meditation, where we sink roots down from Dantian into the earth, and then we draw up that nourishing chi of the earth, bring it up the roots, up through the trunk of the body, and up through the crown of the head to kind of, let it flow down like weeping willow branches. Another variation is you can do this is almost seeing the seasonal thing that happens as, drawing the roots go down. They tend to grow more in the fall and the winter, and then coming up through the spring, blossoming, and those leaves, and then the autumn, things fall back to earth to nourish. So you can go through that sort of seasonal track with this as well. I think we're going to do that today. So, with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width distance, aligning the pelvis, the sternum, and the forehead. So just like in our standing practice, we want to, have this nice posture and lightly hold ourselves up with our core. So we're not super rigid, but we're also not, slouched down. So if you have your back to the back of the chair, I'm going to ask that you scoot forward and just hold yourself up lightly. Go ahead and close your eyes, and from Dantian, lower Dantian, we're going to sink roots down into the earth. And we can see this sort of at, winter, the roots going deep, seeking nourishment, and then inhale, drawing up from the earth. Coming up through the trunk of the body, up through the crown of the head. Coming into spring, blossoming, leafing out, and then the changing of the leaves in the fall, and exhaling, the leaves fall back to earth, nourishing that earth. And as we inhale, drawing up through the earth, through the winter, into spring and summer, exhaling, the leaves fall in the autumn, nourishing the earth. And we start the cycle again, inhaling up through spring, blossoming, leafing through summer, and exhaling, leaves falling in autumn, nourishing the earth in the colder months. And inhaling up, and exhaling down. Inhaling the nourishing chi of the earth up, and exhaling, allowing it to flow and float back down. Inhaling up, and exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Slowly allow that image to fade. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Bring your left hand palm face up. Inhale and circle it in towards the chest, down and around. Exhale, bring it in towards the heart. Thank you for joining me today on my live stream, or if you're watching this as a recording, thanks for tuning in. As always, thank you very much to my patrons. You make this possible. Things like the new mic. So if you're interested, check out the links below. That will link you to my website, link you to my Patreon, and there's also links to my other YouTube channels via those. So until next time, peace and blessings.